everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a completely different video that I'm actually so excited about because I'm going to be following the morning routine of Ruby Granger. So if you don't know who Ruby is the most lovely, pure YouTuber I've probably ever met, and I have asked her if it is okay for me to film this video. This is not coming from a place of like, oh, I want to see how ridiculous her routine is. This is coming from a place of I actually want to replicate that, and I think that you guys must want it too because you guys DM'd me on Instagram so many times saying you should do Ruby's routine, you should follow Ruby's routine. So I thought, do you know what? Gonna message her, gonna see if she's okay with that. She was very lovely, she is okay with this. And that's where it started really. Now the original idea for this came from Holly Gabrielle. Holly is another one of my friends on YouTube, and I saw her do this video with Saffron Barker's morning routine. So I'll link that video down below as well as Holly's channel as well. I absolutely love Holly, so massive shout out. If you're not subscribed to her, also go and subscribe to her. Without further ado, we're gonna flash back to 6 AM this morning because that's when Ruby gets up. And I'm just gonna get straight on with her morning routine and follow it as closely as I can. I will link the actual video I'm following down below because she uploaded a morning routine about 2 weeks ago. But other than that, let's flash back to 6 AM this morning when my alarm sounded far too loud. It is 6:20. My alarm went off 10 minutes ago. I feel like I've died, so that's really good. I also have this thing where when I wake up first thing, I just can't see properly, like my eyes are just like so blurry, so that's also really good. We are going to get on with the morning routine. I'm not going to complain about it, just going to do it. I don't do this time of day, especially during lockdown. Oh my god, the state of me. Anyway, the first thing Ruby does is have a big drink, which I'm very grateful for because I'm super thirsty, and then do some stretches, do her hair, like just sorts herself out really, so I'm okay with that. This water's been stood there all night. So then Ruby puts her hair into a bun. Her hair's super long. She actually has such gorgeous hair. I'm gonna brush it. You can see how knotty it is. Just gonna brush through it and then I'm gonna pop it in a bun. I would never usually do my hair until like lunchtime. I literally leave my hair like this for the whole morning. My hair's probably like, wow, you own a hairbrush. I mean, again, my eyes can't focus, so I can't tell you if that's good or not. Oh, I feel like I look like a ballerina, but it's okay. I mean, Ruby then cracks the window open to breathe in the fresh air. Oh my god, my voice. If you know anything about me, I don't like the cold. Like, this is my nightmare. Like, I am windows closed all the time kind of person, which is actually probably really bad for you. So I'm gonna breathe in the air now. Okay, so then Ruby does a 5 to 10 minute yoga, which I'm actually really glad about right now because I'm really cold, so I'm hoping that it might warm me up. Don't think that is the point of yoga at all, but she says that it's to help her stretch, like get her ready for the day. However, I don't think my body has ever done exercise of any kind before 7 AM, ever. My limbs are going to be like, it's bedtime, what are you doing? Okay, and because I don't know anything about yoga, I'm going to follow a 5-minute full body stretch. I tried. It was okay. I just don't really ever know if I'm doing it right. Okay, so the next thing she does is a little skincare routine. She goes to wash her face. This is so good. Her routine is so much more structured than mine. Okay, so then Ruby's next step is to brush her teeth, and I've actually watched some of Ruby's morning routines in the past. I've always noticed that she reads while she brushes her teeth. She actually addresses that and mentions that in this video. Apparently it's like a character trait of hers, which I have picked up on before because I just think that that is such a skill. Like, I physically have to use all my concentration on the act of brushing my teeth. I can't focus on something else. Also, I am wondering how long is she brushing her teeth for, because I feel like maybe I'm just a slow reader, but I won't get that much red. I'm gonna try and master the art of doing both. Also, I have got my most Ruby Granger-esque pyjamas on. I feel like these are quite Ruby vibes. I don't have any more like cozy cottage vibes than these, but I actually do quite like them, so yeah, they're very comfortable. Let's go brush my teeth. I just don't think I can use both my hands on a separate task. How do I use the tabs? I'm too much of a messy toothbrusher to be able to really do that. I'm reading the book and toothpaste is just falling down my chin, and I only really read half a page. But you do you, if you can do it, if you're physically able to do both. I cannot. Okay, so the next thing she does, I've got my dressing gown on by the way now, is come back into her room and make her bed and do a little bit of a makeup routine. So I'm gonna make my bed. Again, I've got out of the habit of making my bed as soon as I wake up. My mum is gonna love me for this. My mum is gonna get up and be like, "You've already tidied up?" Ruby then does a makeup routine, which is essentially moisturiser, concealer, lip balm. Almost all of her products are from Glossier, and I actually don't have anything from Glossier. I had a look in my chest of drawers, like PR deliveries, but I've never had anything from Glossier and I've never bought from Glossier, so sorry about that. As close as we can get. This is my personal favourite moisturiser. I think this is so good. Although I haven't tried the Glossier one, I have heard good things, but we're just going to use this. Just makes my skin feel like it's brand new. I don't have the same complexion naturally as Ruby does. Like, Ruby's got really nice freckles. If I had freckles, I would never cover them up. Gonna do a little bit of concealer. I was really glad when she said she put concealer on, because I was like, oh my gosh, I can't not have concealer on. There we go. I'll just blend that together. Oh my god, I've just thought about this. I could draw freckles on. So I'm gonna just do a really light scattering of freckles across my nose with the Benefit Brow Microfiling pen. Ruby doesn't do this. I just look dirty. Like, I don't look like I've got freckles. I look like I forgot to wash my face. Right, I'm gonna blend this out now because I think that's a bit hard, like a bit heavy. I still look like I've just got flecks of dirt on my face. The last bit, I'm gonna pop on a tiny bit of blusher because Ruby has really nice rosy cheeks. Again, I don't have that complexion, so. And then Ruby pops on a lip balm, also by Glossier. I don't have that either, but I do have this one by Too Faced, which is sort of a similar vibe. So I have got dressed in my most Ruby Granger-esque outfit. I think that Ruby's style is what separates us probably the most, because she has a very specific style, and it's like cottage. I don't know how to describe it other than like cottage core, but I don't even know if that's a real genre. I just keep seeing that on Pinterest. Traditional, Victorian, that's very much like her thing. But similarly, I don't own any clothes like that. So I've gone for a pinafore dress because I feel like I've seen Ruby wear pinafores quite a lot. So I have this one. It is a little tartan reworked Ralph Lauren, or Ralph Lauren, however you want to say it, pinafore. I actually got this from a vintage shop in Leeds, so I feel like that's quite Ruby. Wearing it with tights. I hate tights. I have not worn tights voluntarily for a very long time. I remember when I used to wear tights every single day for school, and honestly I don't know how I did that for 5 years. Ruby then heads downstairs and starts like tidying the kitchen and making some breakfast, but while she's doing that she's listening to music, and I don't mean Taylor Swift. I'm gonna have to venture out of my comfort zone here, but it's okay. So Ruby's listening to a playlist that is folk classical music. I've never listened to folk music or classical music unless Taylor Swift folklore counts as folk music. I'm open. Like, I have a very all over the shop music taste. I think a lot of people think that my music taste is like just Taylor Swift and Shawn Mendes and Ed Sheeran and that's it. And I mean, I won't lie, it like sort of is, but I also have such varied taste in genres. I love the 1975 and Billie Eilish, and then I also love Blossoms. I quite like the Hunter, but then similarly I like the Killers and I like the Beatles, and then I obviously love Taylor Swift, who does all genres because she's Taylor Swift. And then I like The Weeknd and Post Malone. It jumps around, so I'm so open to this. This is a flute. So here's a fun fact. I actually played the flute for pretty much 10 years. From the age of 8 to 18 I had flute and music lessons, so I know that's a flute. Also, if I heard this music with no context, immediately my mind would be like, Ruby Granger. Like, does it make you want to skip through an English countryside? Because it kind of makes me want to skip through the English countryside. I'm going to play it through my headphones because that's what Ruby does, although Ruby has a really gorgeous pair of over-the-head Beats. I don't have those headphones, so we'll just go with these, which look so stupid. Okay, so then Ruby has a big glass of cold water, icy water. I can do that, but I have sensitive teeth. She says she drinks a whole glass of water. I'm having brain freeze, quite bad. Okay, she then said that she unstacks the dishwasher My mum is gonna love me this morning. I'm not sure she's gonna love me at 7:15 AM making this loud sound, but you know, some of you win, some of you lose. Okay, so then Ruby has breakfast, which I'm actually really glad about because I'm a lot hungrier than I would usually be. I think because I wouldn't usually be up at this time, I wouldn't have breakfast obviously at this time. But Ruby has been making cereal bowls, which I'm quite excited about as well because I like a cereal bowl. I've tried to follow hers as closely as possible, meaning I went to buy bran flakes. I probably would never pick them, but like if they were there I would eat them. So ingredient number 1.
You'll have recovering, don't you? Yes.
No, I think I'll leave that bit.
Look who else is having their breakfast. Ruby's dog's on in her morning routine, but Ruby has the cutest dog. Actually, I'm not sure if she has 1 dog or 2 dogs, but either way, so cute. I'll insert a photo. I bet this is my dog. She's also having her breakfast. I've tried to copy this pretty much bang on. So I've got coconut milk here because Ruby is vegan. Okay, so then Ruby has a matcha green tea. I'm actually not sure if it is green tea, and I tried to find the like actual powder in Morrison's, but I could only find the tea bags, so this is as close as we're gonna get. I have tried matcha once before and I did not like it. That was about 3 years ago, and my taste buds have changed quite a lot, and I'm quite open-minded. Like, I will try any drink. So I have the same cup that Ruby had it in, my tea bag, and then I've boiled the kettle. And I'm just a bit apprehensive that this is going to be like bright green. I mean, to me this just looks like it's going to taste like green tea. I guess we have to let it like stew. Set? Is that the right word? No. But yeah, hers was a lot thicker than this, and she like whisked it with a coffee whisker. This is not going to be as thick as the drink she was drinking at all. I don't know why, I'm getting like Spanish holiday vibes. I think this is, yeah, this is green tea with matcha. This is not just matcha on its own. Oh well, this is as close as we're gonna get. Okay, now I actually love this bit of the video. Before Ruby takes her breakfast upstairs to eat it, she fills up a hot water bottle. This girl is a bit of me. I'm always freezing cold. Like, even in summer, I think I just have something wrong with my body temperature, and I'm just a cold person. So this is something I've actually never done, but I think is probably very useful. I've had this hot water bottle since like year 7, and there we go. She's in her little Russian doll outfit. I'm gonna take my breakfast upstairs and we will continue up there. She wraps up in a blanket. This is actually quite a good filming setup. Anyway, I've got my hot water bottle and I have my breakfast and my matcha green tea, and Ruby reads whilst she does all of this. Of course she does. If you don't know Ruby, I think I'll have explained this at the beginning, but she's studying English literature at Exeter University, so far away from where I live. If I was at university doing a degree, I reckon most likely I would have gone to do literature. So I actually just started this book last night. I'm not gonna lie, it's not the most cheery. It's actually quite gruesome. It's called Wilder Girls and it's about a pandemic. Just in case there's not enough of that in the real world. It's basically about this mystery illness that sweeps through a boarding school. I'm happy to continue reading it. It has gripped me, even though I'm not sure it's something I really want to be reading whilst I'm eating, because it's quite graphic. So I didn't show you my finished breakfast. Rate this out of 10 down below. We've got pineapple, papaya, mango, raspberries, strawberries, and I think these are coconut. They're all frozen because we have a lot of frozen fruit because we have a lot of smoothies in our house. So yeah, that's why they're frozen, but fruit's fruit, you know. Oh my god, shall I taste test the matcha? Will it be too hot right now? Actually, I quite like that. It's like a nicer version of green tea. I wouldn't pick it every day, but I can drink it. That's not offensive at all. Plus, green tea has a lot of really good qualities for like your gut and stuff. I know matcha's not green tea as such. And I'm not gonna lie to you, until yesterday, I thought it was a coffee. I was down the aisle in Morrison's, I was like, where is it? And then I was looking in the wrong section because I was looking at the coffee. After breakfast, Ruby gets ready for her like academic day. So on this particular morning in the video that she uploaded 2 weeks ago, she was writing an essay or writing an essay draft, but first she planned her day out. I've got my 2021 daily planner. I actually do like to plan my day out as well. I like to plan content, so I'm going to do that. But the difference is I obviously don't have an essay to write. This is the difficult part when I follow somebody's routine that's at university. Part of me is like, shall I write an essay for the fun of it? Shall I do some creative writing? But that comes later on in the video. For this section where Ruby is getting on with her academic uni work, I'm going to get on with like emails, and I've got a video to edit, so I'm just going to do the version of that that is productive for me. Anyway, for now I'm going to plan my day, what I'm doing, when I'm doing it.
Okay, so I never sit in my bedroom to do work, so this has felt a little bit weird, but it is now a bit later on and I'm gonna go on a walk because Ruby does that. I do feel as though we live in quite a similar area in terms of like the vibe. Like Ruby is very like English countryside. I also live in the countryside. I have a lot of fields around me, lots of like nice walkways, lots of farmers land kind of stuff. So I do feel as though the aesthetic might be quite similar. You're currently inside the wardrobe. She also did put on a lot of layers before she went on her walk, like a lot of layers. So I am gonna put on another cardigan before I put my coat on. To be fair, it is a really chilly day. So I'm on my walk. It is super muddy down here, but I've got like big chunky Doc Martens on that are my equivalent of wellies. I don't own any wellies, can you believe that? But Ruby did say that she sometimes takes a book with her, but she likes to just be more present in nature. I'm realizing now this route might not have been the best because they're building loads of houses, so nature is drowned out by that, as if on cue. I have brought with me this book, which is called Here at Dawn. I actually got this for Christmas. Oh Jesus, that sound is really not the one, is it? So I'm just gonna read a little poem or something. In the summer I did used to go out and take my book with me to like sit on the field and read, but never poetry. But I guess how different is it? Here is a little stable. There's usually a horse in there. Don't know where the horse is. Can you hear the birds over the noise of the bloody crane? The pages are so white, I like can't look at them in this daylight. It's like really hurt my eyes. Okay guys, so I'm back from my walk and the next thing that Ruby does is something that I actually had never heard of, and she has a wheatgrass shot. I do not know what a wheatgrass shot is. I feel like it's probably really good for you. Like I told my brother and he said something about athletes having wheatgrass shots and it's really good for energy. I don't have any of that and I did look in Morrison's, but I don't think it's sold in like regular supermarkets. If it is, I have absolutely no idea where it is because I looked down the like healthy drinks aisle. Anyway, I'm just gonna have an Actimel because this is an immune system boosting shot. This is not, oh no I can't have this, this is not vegan. Damn it. Not gonna have this, not gonna have any of that, but we'll skip that step. Comment down below, have you ever had a wheatgrass shot? Ruby then said that she made an Earl Grey to take back upstairs with her. We actually have so many different flavours of tea, but none of them are Earl Grey. We've got like spiced apple, regular English breakfast, we've got, what is this, elderberry and I can't even say that. This one is cranberry, I think. Cranberry and raspberry. Vanilla chai. I think I might have this. I feel like I've seen Ruby having chai tea before. Maybe it wasn't chai tea, maybe it was a chai latte. Is that a tea? Okay, so I'm back in my room with the blanket on again, big fan. And Ruby then does some creative writing, or like I think she's actually writing a book, written a book. I've definitely read that somewhere. If you haven't gathered, there is a bit of a theme. Her morning consists of a lot of reading and writing. I'm not mad about that. So I have my tea here. It's not Earl Grey, but it's pretty close. Instead of writing a story, I'm actually gonna write a diary entry because I've been trying to get into diary writing. Not going very well. I haven't stuck to it very consistently, and also every day is the exact same. Plus I do think that when I'm vlogging, I do kind of think, what is the point in writing a diary, because a recount of my day is already online. But then I guess actually there's a lot more stuff in my personal life that aren't in vlogs, so then I think in years to come I'll forget those things and it'd be nice to read a diary back. So I'm gonna do a little creative writing exercise. Here she is, let's go. Don't think I like that tea. Has it got cinnamon in it? Guys, that pretty much brings us to the end of this video. I'm gonna take this off. It is now lunchtime. It's actually 11:45, so I feel like I've had a really productive morning, which is something that I would definitely associate with Ruby Granger, both her personality and her content online. It's all about like productivity and utilizing your time, studying, getting the most from your day, and I do feel as though I'm in the right mindset to continue a really productive day. Maybe I should get up earlier because I did feel as though I'd achieved a lot by like 9 AM. Yeah, overall I've really enjoyed it. If you aren't subscribed to Ruby, do go do so down below. This video was a lot of fun to film, a little bit different to my regular sort of content as well. If you have enjoyed it, do give it a thumbs up, and if you do want to see any other people, YouTubers or celebrities that you think I am super different from, do leave them in the comments below. I'm not sure if I will do another one of these, but we'll see how this goes. Other than that, I shall be back on my channel on Saturday with a weekly vlog, and hopefully you guys are going to really enjoy that. So I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye guys.